Hey guys, so I got another unboxing. This one's a little bit different today. This is actually a special order for the Zen Ginger. She's in a lot of people's live streams. She is actually a moderator for my channel on YouTube. And I do special orders for people. Typically I ask for like half of the money up front, just in case somebody tries to like bail out. But with her being my moderator, I just went ahead and ordered everything for her. And she had a list of fish that she wanted, and it was fish that I didn't have in stock. So I went ahead and special ordered it. Some of it came from my wholesaler in California, which is this box right here. I've had the lid open just to get room temperature acclimation going. And then I have to go to the local wholesaler after this to pick up the last fish that she wanted. But I figured I'd show you what she got and take you on this journey of today's fishy things. So let's check it out. Alright, so here's the box. I haven't pulled any of the fish out yet. I just opened the box to let them acclimate. And I also picked up 2 of these rolls of fish labels, so that way when I ship stuff out, I can put them on the boxes. If anybody's interested in buying these, let me know, because you know, I obviously buy 2 big rolls. I can get more. I can separate this down, so it's like if somebody's interested in shipping fish but they don't want to buy, I think these is like 500 stickers, you know, I could probably knock that down to like a pack of 20 or something. But if anybody's interested in that, let me know. So this is the invisible pleco. Just kidding, it's just a filler. Alright, so first bag. These are, I believe, the clown plecos is what she wanted. I brought in like 8 of them. She only wanted 1, but it doesn't make sense for me to order just 1 when I'm paying shipping on a full box. So I brought in 8. So once these guys clear quarantine, they'll be on the website. And I'll try to get better pictures and stuff, obviously, for the website. Bag number 2. Got some corys. These are the julii or julii corys. I think I got, I forget how many I ordered, maybe 30. And she didn't want these. These are to go into stock because I'm getting low. Bag number 3. So these are German blue rams. So she wanted some German blue rams. She also wanted some gold rams. And so we got some blue rams for her. Gotta get these guys out. And I have a special tank just for these because these guys like it a little bit warmer. And then I keep my fish room, so I have a separate tank with a heater in it for them. Next bag, these are some assassin snails. I tried to get like 50 of them, and I think they only had like 5 left. So they sent me what they had. And yeah, these have been selling pretty good. This is a plant. I'm not sure. Obviously, it's in a bag. So let me open this up and see what this is. With some Java fern. So what I'm going to do, I've been selling them kind of like as is. I'm going to start putting these on either rocks or like pieces of lava rock. And that way they can get their roots attached, and then you can drop them into a tank and bury the rock. These are rhizomes, so you don't want these, you don't want the rhizome buried itself, you just want the roots in the substrate. So if you have a rock on the bottom, you can bury the rock, keep the rhizome above the substrate level, and you don't have to worry about them rotting out. Alright, these look like paleatus corys, which are the salt and peppers. I asked for 30, and I'm not sure how many is in there, but They're looking pretty good. They're actually decent size. So cory cats lately have been pretty small, and these are actually a decent size. So I don't know if I'm out of them on the website, but I know I'm getting low if not. So I wanted to replenish the stock. All right, and the last bag looks like some banana plants. This is another one I asked for like 10, and I can tell you there's not 10 in this bag. So they just sent me what they had left. All right, guys, I am on my way to my local distributor to pick up the final fish for Zen's order, and I'm going to pick up some other stuff while I'm there. So let me get there and I will check back in. I mentioned this in one of my live streams. This is a pond that they use for their feeders. It's a plywood pond and it's lined. You can see that. That's plastic wall liner. So that's how they waterproofed it. It's pretty sweet. I want to try to build something like this myself. And then they have their betas and cups. They change this water every day. They have some discus. Alright guys, so I am on my way back home from the local wholesaler. And I picked up the diamond tetras, which are for the Zen ginger. And then while I was there, I picked up some albino cory cats, some green cory cats, which they're just listed as green. They look like the emerald green cory cats. I picked up some melanite cory cats and mixed guppies. And I kind of lucked out. So they have mixed guppies that they sell, and they were actually out. So they gave me snakeskin guppies as the mixed guppies. So mixed guppies are, no specific strain, and I end up getting the snakeskin guppies. So that's pretty awesome. I'm still only going to sell them as mixed guppies. I'm not going to start a strain with them or anything like that. I'm doing a community tank where it's going to be some of my tequila, some of the blue tucks, now these red snakeskin guppies, and see what they breed out. And then I just listed on the website that there's a mixed guppy option, and I don't have any pictures on there yet, mainly because I don't have specific mixed guppies other than I'm starting this tequila sunrise, blue tuxedo, and then now red snakeskin community tank, and let those breed out. And there should be some pretty sweet patterns and colors. You got the snakeskins with the yellow and red of the tequilas, and then the black and blue of the tuxedos. So it's going to be really interesting to see what comes out of that tank. So I will go home, get these guys into tanks. What's super awesome is that this wholesaler is on the same water supply that I am on. So all I have to do is make sure the tank temps are the same, and basically a plop and drop. I don't need to worry about acclimating to TDS parameters. Not that I would worry about that with guppies anyways, but it just works out. It's a win-win. Obviously no DOAs like my normal shipping, and I can hand pick. If a fish looks too small, I don't have to buy it. And these diamond tetras are big. Typically from the online wholesalers, they come in kind of small. These guys have some good size to them, so that was awesome. And typically when the online wholesalers have fish that are decent in size, they charge more for them. So they might list something as small, medium, or large. And these are definitely large, probably what would be considered large in the wholesale side of things. And I'm not paying extra to get them in that size. That's awesome. The albinos were a little small, but they'll grow up. And yeah, so let me get back home, and we'll continue on from there. All right, so I'm back. I put all the fish into tanks, and I figure I'd just show you guys a quick video of the fish I got. And the melanite cory cats are huge and I want to say huge based off of like wholesale. Like they were a super buy. I didn't see those when I technically bought them. They were in the basement of the fish warehouse, we'll call it, where I get the fish. And had I known they were this big, I probably would have said just give me all of the ones you have. But I'll show you guys. Okay, so might be hard to see, but there's the green cory cats. I put them in the tank with the blue tuxedos. And I started a different way on labeling tanks. And I think the best way to show that is with, we'll go here. So I'm doing it in like grids. And I actually messed up that one up there, but the left grid will be the fish, the right grid will be like cory cats. And so basically it's gonna be fish, like bottom dwellers. The bottom left of the tank will be plants, what plants are in that tank. So like barteri, moneywort, got harlequin rasboras and cardinal tetras, and then the cory that's in this one's the salt and pepper, green cobras, and then crypt lutea, scarlet temple. And that's how I'm doing all these tanks, right? The tank has an X in the bottom right. That means there's assassin snails in it, and you can see one right there. And the reason why I sell assassin snails, but I'm also putting assassin snails into tanks that are getting pest snails in it. And the pest snails are coming from the plant farms. They're coming as eggs on these plants. And I'm trying to basically keep the pest snails to a minimum. Unfortunately, with buying farm-raised plants, there's always going to be snails on them. I just need to try to keep it to a minimum. And then there's rabbit snails and some of these. I didn't fully label the snails yet. I was trying to see if what's cool. Here's a baby rabbit that was born in this tank. I only brought in adults, so I've been seeing babies. So that's awesome that I'm getting some tank bred rabbit snails. It's just less I have to buy, so it's perfect. So anyways, we've got the green corys in here. This tank's the albino corys. There's one right there. What else did I add? I think nothing else in that rack. In this rack, these guys are just awesome to watch. They're like little piranhas. There's over 100 black convicts in here, and when I feed them, they just go nuts. There's the black neons. These guys actually had ick. This is why I quarantined. They came in, they looked fine, but after a couple days, they developed ick. I only used the Hikari Ick X. You can actually see it in the reflection right here. I treated it. This is a flow-through system. So I put all my meds down here in the pump. The pump mixes it and pushes it to all the tanks. And I did 2 doses, and it was gone after the first dose. But I keep treating once I know I have an ick problem, so that way it doesn't pop up. Just because it's gone off the fish doesn't mean that like the ick cysts or however it populates is still in the tank. So I keep treating. But Ick X, I'm telling you guys, that's the move. If you want to treat ick, that's the only ick medicine I sell too. There's local fish stores will sell like the API version, Hikari version, all the different versions. I only sell that one because that one works. I've had 100% success rate with Hikari Ick X. That's orange shrimp. So this tank is the glass blood fins. I have had these guys for a while. They're doing really well. I haven't had any deaths on them, so I'm super ecstatic for that. These are the Phoenix rasboras, and they're pretty small, so I'm trying to get them a little bit bigger before I sell them. But look at these guys. These are the melanite corys. They're basically like a false bandit cory. But man, they are looking good. I only bought 20. I bought these guys sight unseen. And I could have went into the basement to check it. The basement's like, I swear it's 90 degrees in there and it's humid. And it's just, you walk into it. I took a tour of this place last week, and he's got them set up just like this. There's just tanks on racks, but with this width, his rows are like this, because they don't need to work the tanks. They're just holding tanks, and you know, they're not planted like this. They're kind of like these. They're bare bottom, so they can clean them every day. But it's just so hot that I was like, you know what, I don't need to look at them, just go get them. And I wish I would have went, because if I would have saw that they were this size and they looked this good, I would have bought more. All right, and I got 2 fish left that were on this order, and these are going to be the hardest to see. This tank has never had fish in it. It's still part of the system, but I just been using this to grow out moss. And in here, I don't know if you can, the glass is all dirty. Right in the middle, of course, of all this moss. Oh, maybe we got a little view there. These are the blue rams, the German blue rams. They're in this tank. It is right next to the heater, so this is the warmest tank in here right now. And I set up a 20-gallon tall with a heater, but I decided it'd be better to have these guys in a little bit lower temperature in very stable water compared to a brand new tank. So I'm going to see how they do in this tank and go from there. And these guys aren't out. There's only a couple. I have a couple buffalo head cichlids that are from Lawrence, Kent. I bought them as fry. They hide under these rocks really well, so it's nearly impossible to see them unless they happen to come out. And honestly, I can't even see any. Oh, I see one. I can see the tail of one right there, the fins. But I need to get rid of these guys and use this tank for something else. I just love this. This is very simple. This is just cobblestones that I get from the local yard, like landscaping yard. And I just love the way that looks. It's so simple and it gives it so many hiding spots. Here's the Gambusia. These also been in for a little while. They're very comfortable now. They were hiding like down the plants. Now they come up front. This tank has my clown killies and Paskai rainbows. The clowns are always at the top. And then the Paskais are usually at the back mid-water. Oh, there goes one. They're fast little guys, but man, they look good. It's hard. There's so much plants, like vegetation in here, that's hard to get it on video. But this tank's doing really well. I haven't fertilized this system in months and months and months, so it could use some fertilizer, but everything's just doing really well. The valve looks very nutrient deficient, so that's why I know I need to put some fertilizer in it. And then you can see some of this newbies back here has holes. And that's another sign. And then this was the last fish I got for Zen. These are the diamond tetras. I just put them in here, so they're all the way in the back. But they were big size. They look really good. So that's it. That's kind of like a quick walkthrough. It's not all my tanks with all my fish. Oh, I guess I could show you. Kind of hard to see in that tank. I was going to say the plecos, the clown plecos I got for Zen. There's not really much to see. They're all kind of hiding right now. But yeah, so far so good. This is the first time I've bought from that local guy, and it's just awesome that I can physically see the fish before I buy them. They're in the same water conditions that I have, so it's a plop and drop with no issues. And it's only a 15-minute drive from my house, so the temperature, he keeps his a little bit hotter than I do, so really by the time I get home, the temperatures are very similar, so it's super quick to acclimate the temperatures to them. But I'm hot. I was in his fish room for probably 45 minutes, and it's hot in there. It was probably 90, and it's super humid. It's also warm in my room, but anyways, figured this would be a good video. Oh, I'll go show you the guppies. Let's go see the guppies. All right, so here's some of the guppies I got. Now, this is in a tank of my Tequila Sunrise. which is like this guy right here. This yellow with red tail, that's mine. And then the ones with the blue, those are the ones I picked up. Like this guy right here, these are the ones I picked up today. And they got some good color. I need to get the duckweed out of this tank, but so like the ones right in the middle, that's the Tequila Sunrise, that's my line. These are my mixed tank. And then I added the ones with the black tails, the ones that are multicolored, those are the ones I added in today. And this will be my mixed guppy tank that I'll sell out of. And I'm just gonna let them community breed and see what pops out. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you like this a little bit different than a normal fish unboxing. But I'm going to keep working on all my projects I got going on around the house. And a little drop, I have a couple things that came today, and I'm adding 1,000 gallons to my capacity. So that will be a future video. But see you guys, and take care. Keep tanking along, stay fishy, all that fun stuff. But peace.